Hello everyone, it's me Ali again. A friend of mine today asked me about how you make pillars and ceilings look tidy, so I thought I would do a little video very quickly just showing how it's done. And I've got all 6 building materials: thatch, wood, stone, metal, tech and adobe. So yeah, might as well just get straight into it. So if we start off with the thatch, there is obviously no thatch pillar, so you just do it with wooden pillars. You can see here the difference between doing it the way I'm doing it and the way that a lot of people will do it when they start out. So basically, when you place a pillar in the middle of a ceiling like this, there are 2 lower snap points. So you first of all get, I'll turn the gamma down so you can see it easier. So you've got one snap point there and one snap point there. Do you see the difference there? You've got one where that horizontal bar is very close to the floor and one where it's not. We want the lower one. If I can get it again, there you go. And then if you go up to the top and remove that wooden pillar at the top, the original one you placed, you will be left with this situation where underneath it is no visible pillar, but the pillar is still connected and acting as a foundation. Using this technique, you can make huge expanses of flat structures, even over very, very uneven terrain. Moving on to wood, exactly the same principle. This is how it looks. Same method, you just put a pillar in the middle, one lower, and find the lower snap point. You can see the 2 very distinctly there. And then make sure it's settled off to the floor. Go up to the top and remove it, and it'll look nice and neat. And as I say, you can make huge expanses of structures by this, so you just keep extending the ceilings out as far as they go. And same principle all the way. Now, as we've already got some pillars here snapped to the right position, in theory we can take it off from that leg. So if we come off this way and come off again, and then go one higher, if I can get the right snap. It's often in this game, for some reason, it doesn't like snapping between a pillar and a gap. So it is often easier to come down from the ceiling. So for most people, I just recommend you do it that way. So just do this again, repeat, come down, and there you go, you're done. I'll go and remove those quickly. And if you were using this, so the second part to note, sorry, is that this is considerably weaker method of building, because the pillars only have 6,250 health, whereas the foundations have 15,000. If this pillar, if I was to continue building outwards at this point, and this pillar was to be broken, the further ceilings and everything built on top of them would also collapse. So the best way to solve this, or to give some extra strength, is just to throw in some walls. So I don't have any ready. Wooden walls, let's have a few of those sorted. And you can encase the outsides of your building like so. Now, you're not going to be able to completely encase them because of the limitations of structure clipping, but there are ways around this, but I'm not going to cover those in this video. This is just about the pillars and ceilings. So yeah, go back up in gamma again. So stone now. Stone, it's always visible that there are pillars there, if you can see that outline. I'll turn off the interface. It's quite clear that there is a pillar under there, but it's much less obvious than like this. One point to note is that it is only a visual issue. It does not provide any obstruction to either the character, your dinosaurs, or other structures you wish to place. It is purely to make this place look nicer, that's all. So if we carry on anyway, same principle, into the middle, and then lower. Now, I think that's right. Sometimes when they're very close to the ground like that on the second pillar, it's quite hard to see when it shifts. After a while you get a sort of sense for it. Now I've actually done that wrong there, see? It can take quite a few attempts sometimes to get it right. So that's one snap. There you go. That should be it. Ooh. I always forget where I put my ladder. Yes, there you go, that's it. So it comes out nice and smooth. Moving on to metal. The metal snap is always much easier. I'm not quite sure why this is, it just seems cleaner. That's how it looks with it sticking up, that's without, obviously. same principle again. Now if you want to save materials, you could start off with, say, a wooden pillar. That's your first snap, second snap, and then remove. And the pillar is invisible through the ceiling. Going on to the tech tier, same problem occurs again, so you end up with this weird little shaped pillar coming out through the top. Not really sure why the pillars are shaped like this in tech, they look a bit odd to me, but never mind. Place in the middle, place here. There you go, there's the 2 snap points. One, that's the lower one, can I get it? There you go. If you're going to build your base like this, I would recommend that you do it, obviously normal PvP rules apply, stone is always preferable to wood and thatch because it can't be broken by dinos, and metal is preferable to stone because it has much stronger resistance to explosions. But generally speaking, I would only do this in metal, because if you have a stone base like this, someone just throws 1 C4 inside, your entire base will collapse. So yeah, this is how it looks in Adobe, for those of you Scorched Earth players or any modders out there that use it on other maps. Exactly the same again, in the middle, you got the 2 snap points, and finish at the floor, and that is it. So that is my video, guys. I hope this has been useful to any of you who've been struggling with the snaps. ARK's building techniques and methods are somewhat outdated, shall we say, but a lot of people I think nowadays find them charming, if sometimes irritating. But yeah, so I hope this has been useful to you, and good luck out there, and yeah, see you around. If you haven't seen my my other video I posted the other day, I very much appreciate if anyone wanted to give it a watch. And yeah, that's it, so bye guys.